This conference will now be recorded.
So yesterday we done with our sales document type controls. Oh, we are left with few more things, right? So let me try to finish it off. Okay. Now, if you try to basically get into VOV8, so we were trying to work out with our customized document type, and YAOR was the one, YAOR. Now, if you get into details of this YAOR, now we're done with shipping tab in our last class, like what are going to be the fields which need to be maintained under this particular shipping tab. We're done with that particular part. Now, moving ahead over here, the next area we need to work out is going to be billing tab. That's going to be the next one. Now, when we talk about this particular billing, now here we try to specify what is the document type used for billing. In case if you're trying to work out with delivery related billing, what is the document type? Or when you're trying to work out with order related billing, what is the document type specified? So normally what happens when we try to go for creating a billing, we don't maintain any kind of billing document number. System by default is going to be picking it up. Let me show you. So I'm trying to create an order over here. And this is our product order quantity. I'm trying to take 12 units. Now for this 12 units, I'm going to be maintaining the price. So if you get into conditions tab, I'm trying to update the price as well over here. Schedule lines, check out the delivery date, and under shipping tab, check out the shipping point and save this order. Now for this order, work out with the delivery. So VL01N is the transaction code. So delivery is getting confirmed on 13th. And it's going to be done using a shipping point called as SMSP. First thing, what I try to do, I'm trying to pick the stock and perform this PGI over here. Now delivery has been done. Now when you go for working out with billing, VF01, so here we are not trying to specify what is the document type used for billing. Nothing. Now if you click on enter, now you can see by default system is trying to pick up document type as F2. Now where is the setting for that? This is the place where we try to maintain that particular information. What is the document type used for order related billing and delivery related billing over here? So at the moment we are trying to work out with delivery related billing. So system is trying to pick up document type as F2. Okay. So in case if you try to work out with order related billing, what is the document type used? Now this document type order related billing concept, we are going to be discussing it later, not at the moment. Not at the moment. Okay. And here in the same way, we have a different concept, intercompany billing. When transaction is done between two sister companies, now for example, Tata Motors and Tata Steel. Okay, when transaction is done between two sister companies, then what is the document type used for billing is what we try to specify it over here. What is the document type used? So we have a concept by the name intercompany billing when transaction is done between two sister companies. And we have this particular field, billing block. If you activate this particular field, what happens? Whatever order which has been created using by AOR, all that orders are going to be blocked for billing. It's just like a same functionality of delivery block. If you activate this particular field, entire order will be blocked for delivery. In the same way, if you activate this particular field, entire order is going to be blocked for delivery. How many line items you maintain in the order? By default, all that or line items will be blocked for delivery over here. Now see, I'm just trying to maintain one of the rule. Let's maintain the billing block as check terms of payment. Save it. Now work it out. So if you create an order BL01, you will be seeing that delivery block getting displayed up. You can see billing block got active. Okay, so how many line items you maintain in this particular order? All that line items are going to be blocked for billing itself. So let me update the price. So maintain the price, save this order, now work out with the delivery. So if you get into VL01 end transaction, pick the stock and do the PGI. So delivery will be done. There will be no problem with that. But when you work with billing, we are going to be facing some issues. And there's a message we are going to be getting it. No billing documents were generated. The log. Now where to go and see this information. To see what exactly went wrong, click on edit log. So if you click on this log, we are getting this particular message. So there's our order. There's our delivery document, which has been created with reference to order. And this order is blocked for billing. Now user will be not given access to work with this particular screen. As we know that. How to release that particular order? You need to basically get into change mode. So get into VL02, get into details and remove that billing block. So user need to remove this particular billing block, save it. Now work out with the billing VF01. And now you can see we are able to perform it. Okay. So once again, if you try to create a new order, by default, that particular order also is going to be blocked for billing. By default, this particular order also is going to be blocked for billing itself once again. Because we have activated a sales document type level where we are trying to tell the system entire document is going to be blocked for billing. Entire document is going to be blocked for billing. So that is the field functionality, how it works out. Okay, so there's a field. Now, for which document types you are going to be maintaining this particular setting? Normally, for normal orders, we are not going to be activating this particular field. In case if you try to work out with credit notes and debit notes, we maintain it. For credit note, we use a document type called as CR. For CR, you will be seeing this particular field getting activated. We're telling the system it's going to be blocked for billing. In the same way, if you work with the credit note, for debit note, it's going to be DR. For DR document also, it's going to be activated. In case if you want to block, then only this particular field will be maintained, otherwise no. Okay, so that's the field functionality, billing block. And then we have these fields. Now, these fields, we have special importance for them. Like this is going to be with reference to pricing. Like we normally have two types of prices, selling price, estimated price. So when we discuss about that particular concept, we can take the help of this particular field functionality, the condition type. Okay, not at the moment, please. In the same way, billing plan type. This we normally use it for contracts. For contracts. So there are going to be two types of billing plans maintained. One, we try to call it as a milestone billing, and second one, periodic billing over here. We have two types of billings to perform, milestone and periodic. Now, what is the difference between these two, milestone and periodic? Milestone, depending upon the work, we are going to be releasing the payments to the customer. Depending upon the work, we are going to be releasing the payments to the customer. Okay, that's what you mean by milestone billing. Whereas periodic billing is going to be a fixed EMI which we need to pay. It's nothing but a fixed EMI. Fixed EMI is what we try to call it as a periodic billing. Milestone billing, depending upon the work done, we are going to be releasing the payment. Okay, you need to know these two things. So when we discuss about contract scenarios, there we can take the help of it, do the necessary configuration, and we can explore it. Now, then coming to the next one, this payment guarantee procedure. We are not going to be discussing this one. This is going to be totally related to your foreign trade, exports and imports process. We have a separate module for that by the name GTS, Global Trade Services. So for that, we are going to be looking into this particular field. Until then, we can ignore it. We don't work it out completely. And this one, in case if customer is doing the payment using credit card, debit cards, then this payment cards are going to be coming into the picture. Payment cards. In case if customer is doing the payment using credit cards or debit cards, these are the necessary configurations for that. These are the necessary okay. So these are the things which you need to know under billing tab. Now coming to the next one, which we try to call it as a requested delivery date, pricing date, and purchase order date. This is going to be with reference to dates. Now where to maintain these dates? Here we try to maintain a PO date, requested delivery date, and pricing date. That particular tab is going to be with reference to these particular fields. PO date, requested delivery date, pricing date. Okay, now how to work it out. Now right now when you create an order, you can see end user need to enter this PO date manually. End user need to enter this PO date manually. So instead of entering this PO date manually, if you want default, system need to pick up present date. It can be done. You just need to update this particular field, propose PO date, save it. Now see, again, if you try to go for creating an order, again, if you go for creating an order, by default, present date is going to be copied as a PO date. By default, present date will be copied as a PO date. In the same way, if you want this requested delivery date need to be copied, it can be done. So we have this particular checkbox maintain. Proposed delivery date. Now let me show you. If this checkbox is active, right now you can see this checkbox is active. Now if you go for creating an order, if you go for creating an order, by default, requested delivery date will be copied up. Now what you mean by this requested delivery date? On which date customer want the product need to be delivered? We call it as a requested delivery date. So in order, there are going to be two delivery dates what we are going to be observing it. One, we call it as a requested delivery date. And this information is going to be maintained in our sales document overview screen. There's nothing but date on which customer wants the products need to be delivered. Date on which customer want the products need to be delivered. We try to call it as a requested delivery date. So customer is going to be giving us the input on which day he want the product. So this is the place where we are going to be maintaining it. And if you want by default present date need to be getting copied up, activate this particular field. Okay. In the same way, we have lead time in days. So normally this particular field is going to be maintained as 7 days. Means what? If you have stock also, your order is going to be getting confirmed after 7 days only. If you have stock also, your order is going to be getting confirmed after 7 days only. Okay, now see, if you maintain it as 7 days, save it, create an order, get into details, and you can see requested delivery date is coming as 13th over here. So order is getting confirmed after how many days? 7 days over here. That's what you mean by this particular field. In spite of having stock also, system will be throwing the confirmation after 7 days. After 7 days. Something went wrong in the transportation. So we can reschedule it and we can make sure on promised delivery date, the products are going to be delivered to the customer. Okay, that is a field functionality, lead time in days. In case something went wrong, then we can reschedule the activities. And in the same format, we have pricing date. Which day price should be applicable in this particular order? So on which day customer place an order, that day price should be applicable, or according to the delivery, the price should be getting copied. On which day we perform delivery, that day price should be getting copied. Can also be controlled over here. Now, right now you can see. So delivery is going to be getting confirmed on which date? 13. But price, today's price is going to be getting copied. Now, if I try to tell the system, pricing is going to be based on delivery date. On which day we perform the delivery, that day price should be applicable. So I'm just trying to maintain a proposal based on requested delivery date. So I'm maintaining this field. Save it. Now create an order once again. Now if you create an order this time, your pricing date is going to be entirely depending upon requested delivery date. So requested delivery date is 13th. Pricing date is also 13th. If you try to change it, now let's say I'm trying to change it to 17th. So pricing date also is going to be changed to what? 17th itself. If you try to change it to 10th, pricing date also will be changed to 10th. Okay, so we are not going to be selling the product on which day he placed an order. We are going to be selling the product. The price of the product will be applicable on which day we perform delivery. So we can tell the system which day pricing should be applicable. Which day pricing should be applicable with the help of this particular field, pricing date. So right now I'm leaving it as blank. Based on order date only, I want price need to be picked up by the system. And we have this particular field, propose valid from date. This field we don't maintain for our order document type. We don't maintain for the order document type. This will be maintained only for agreements or for quotation. Because in order, we know that we don't maintain anything by the name valid from valid to information. That is going to be totally missing over here. Whereas when you try to go for creating a quotation, VA21 via QT, you can see there is valid from valid to field getting displayed up. You can see there is a valid from valid to field getting displayed up. So if you want by default present date need to be copied over here. If you want by default present date need to be getting copied up over here. For that only we are taking the help of this particular field, propose valid from date. Now if we get into quotation document type, YAQT is our document type. Now here you can see propose valid from date has been maintained as A. We are telling the system to copy present date. To copy present date. Now if you leave that particular field as blank, save it. Now create a quotation once again. VA21. Now user need to enter this value manually. So instead of entering this value manually, if you want present date need to be getting copied. So we can do that. So here, if we just come down, maintain propose valid from date as A, save it. Now test it. Now once again, try to create a quotation. By default, present date is going to be copied as valid from date over here. Present date will be copied as valid from date. This is how it's going to be working. Okay, so that is the field functionality. We activate it for inquiry document, for quotation document, for contracts document, not for order document. We don't activate it for order document because for order, we don't have anything by the name valid from valid to. So this field is not applicable for our order document. YAOR. Not applicable over here. Okay, so in this particular tab, we came to know lead time in days, pricing date, valid from date, proposed delivery date, proposed pricing date. These are the fields functionality. Now coming down to next tab, contract. These fields are not applicable for this document type. We have a separate document type for this by the name service contract. C is the document type. So in service contract, we maintain the values over here. So this concept is going to be related to your CS module. CS department will be dealing with the service contracts. And next tab, availability check. Availability check need to be carried out or not, that is okay. But these are the things which you need to know when you're working with our sales document type creation. Okay, so all these fields functionalities. So based on the user requirement, this is a place where you come and do all the changes. So first thing you need to know how to go for creating a customized document type where you're trying to copy it from the standards and try to create it. And then do all the necessary changes for your document type. So in real time, we never give access for the end users to use standard document types. We always ask them to use a customized one to work out. We never try to give access to work with the standards. Always they need to work with the customized one itself. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do in our sales document type controls. I'm going to be updating all the FAQs on this particular topic, what you get it. Okay, and then moving ahead over here, the next concept we need to focus on is going to be item category controls. Item category and controls. Like how we have standard document types, we were trying to work out with standard item categories as well. So first thing, I was trying to basically explain the concept of our item category. Now, what exactly this item category is going to be providing us? In my previous classes, I was trying to focus on this particular topic. Item category will provide the information related to material behavior. Whether your material should be relevant for pricing, relevant for delivery, relevant for credit check. We have a lot of features what this item category is going to be providing us. We have a lot of features what this item category is going to be providing us over here. Okay, so we need to know how to work out with these item categories. I was trying to explain like what are the different item categories we have seen. So for inquiry, we use an item category by the name AFN. For quotation, we were trying to work out with AGN. And for sales order, TAN. And when we work with BOM, TAQ and TAE was the item category. For item level BOM, TAP and TAN was the item category. These were the item categories what we have concentrated till now. Now, instead of working with the standards now, what we do, we try to go for creating a customized item categories. Okay, we try to create a customized one. And whenever you try to create a customized one, it's the same thing. Starting letter need to be maintained as Z or Y. Starting letter need to be maintained as Z or Y. Okay, and you're not going to be creating your item categories, you're going to be copying it. We are going to be copying it. We try to copy, rename it, and try to create our customized item categories over here. For example, let's say we are trying to create it YSFN for inquiry. For order, YSAN. Or if you want to maintain it as ZSFN or ZS GN or CS, AN, whatever naming convention you want to maintain it for your item category, you can. Okay, but make sure the first letter need to be maintained as Y or Z. That's how we are going to be identifying customize or the standards. Now where you're going to be defining it. So first we need to create our item categories. So VOV7 is the transaction code where we try to create it. So if you get into VOV7, or most important thing before we get into it, item categories. Item category will be displayed at item level in sales document. Item category will be displayed at item level in sales document. Now we don't have any kind of abbreviation maintained for AFN or AGN, because in German language we have an abbreviation maintained, but when it has been translated to English we don't have anything. It's just maintained as AFN AGN. That's it. Okay. And most important thing, this item category will be displayed at item level in sales document, not at the header level. Always at the item level. See, so when you're trying to create a quotation, now where to check item category? Get into item data, and you can see item category is getting displayed up over here. AGN, by default it is getting copied. In the same way, when you're trying to work out with order VA01, so try to maintain our sold to party, material, quantity. To check out the item category, you can get into item data. So in item data, you can see the item category getting displayed as stamp. Okay. In the same way for quotation VA11, YAIN. So maintain our sold party, product, quantity. So if you get into item level, item category is copied as AFN. So we already discussed how this item categories are going to be getting determined as well. We looked into a concept called as item category determination, which is nothing but combination of all these parameters put together, which is nothing but combination of our sales document type plus item category group plus usage plus higher level item category. We get our item category. Okay, so when you're working with inquiry, what is the combination maintained for that? For inquiry, it's nothing but combination of IN plus item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank, we get AFN. And when you work with quotation, QT plus item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank, we get AGN. And when you're working with sales order, OR plus item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank, we get TAN. Okay, these are the standards what we are trying to work it out. Now first, let's try to see how to create a customized one, maintain our determinations, and try to focus on that. So if you want to go by the path for creating, get into SPRO, IMG, it's part of sales and distribution module, and under sales and distribution, get into sales. Under sales, sales documents. Under sales document item. And here we're working with this particular step. Define item categories. Define item categories over here. This is going to be the step. So if you click on this activity, define item categories, which is nothing but transaction code VOV7. So first thing what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to select AFN as our item category, which is the standard. I'm trying to copy this one. Copy and try to create our own. So let's say I'm trying to maintain it as YSFN, which stands for inquiry item. Description remain the same. and we are getting this particular message, whether it is going to be relevant for copy control or not. Yes, it's going to be relevant for copy control. Now try to save it. I'm just trying to create a new request for this. So try to save the data. So dependent interest will be getting copied up in the tables. Okay, no need to remember any of these tables. You can ignore it by click on continue and done. Inquiry item category has been created on the name of YSFN over here. In the same way, select AGN as our item category. Copy and try to create it. YSGN. It stands for quotation. It stands for quotation. Click on enter. Relevant for copy control, yes or not? Yes, always. YSGN has been created. Now try to save it as well. Done. So quotation item category also created. In the same way, work with the TAN. So copy this TAN and try to create it. So YSAN. I'm trying to maintain it as an order item over here as a description. Click on enter. Relevant for copy control, yes. And try to save it. Order item category also will be created. So dependent interests need to be getting copied up. So these are the tables in which your dependent interests are getting copied. So click on continue. Done. So all our customized item categories has been created over here. YSFN, YSGN, YSAN. These are the things what we have created. Now what is the next thing? Now once you have created it, we need to maintain this determination. So like for YSIN is our document type, item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank. For this combination, I want YSFN as our item category need to be getting triggered up for inquiry. For inquiry. For customized document type, customized item category. In the same way for quotation. So for quotation, we are using YSQT plus item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank. We get YSGN. In the same way for order. YSOR plus item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank. We get YSAN. We need to maintain this determination. And this determination is maintained using transaction code VOV4. To define VOV7. To maintain VOV4. So I'm trying to do the same thing. So if you just come back, okay, let me go by the path itself. Now here under sales and distribution, sales, getting to sales document item, assign item categories. That's going to be the step. If you click on this assign item categories, that's going to be the screen. Now here, click on position, not new interest, because we copied our document type. So click on position. YSIN, item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank. Now, are we working with the right one? YAIN, right? Sorry. It's not YS, YAIN, YAQT, YAOR. YAIN, item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank. What is item category? AFN. So I'm just trying to change it to YSAN. Sorry, YSFN for inquiry. Save it. In the same way, for quotation, YAQT, item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank. There's a standard. I'm trying to replace with YSGN, what we have created for quotation. And now work out with the order. YAOR, item category group norm, usage blank, higher level item category blank, TAN. So I'm trying to change it to YSAN. So I'm trying to replace the standards with the customized one for our customized document type combination. And now if you want to test it, you can. Now see. So I'm trying to create an order YAOR. Now check what is the item category getting displayed up over here. YSAN. Or if you double click on it, you can also see it. In the same way, when you work with quotation, VA21, YAQT. So maintain product quantity. If you get into item data, this time YSGN for quotation document. In the same way for inquiry, VA11. So maintain sold to party, maintain product, maintain quantity. If you get into item data, what is the item category? YSFN. So for customized document type, we made sure customized item categories are displayed. Okay, we're done with that particular part over here. This is the first thing you need to know. So how to define item categories, how to assign item categories. The most important thing in our customized document type, customized item categories need to be getting displayed up. Customized item categories need to be getting displayed up. We're done with that particular part. Now we need to start exploring the controls maintained in our item category. So that controls, we try to discuss it tomorrow because a lot of things we have started working it out. So tomorrow we try to explore the controls maintained in our item categories. Okay. So let me stop it over here for today. We try to meet up tomorrow and finish up this item category controls completely. Thank you guys.